What's up, guys? So I was just gifted this Kennedy toolbox from a retired mechanic. He knows I go to school for it, and he just gave me the box. It's full of tools, and it's one of the nicest things anyone's ever given me. So I thought we'd explore it together. First, what I'm going to do is weigh it. And it's about 47 pounds. Quick forewarning before I open this box, some of these tools have been heavily used. And these old Kennedy boxes, they open kind of like a tackle box. There's an assortment of different wrenches. I have a snap-on flare nut wrench, a Mac flare nut wrench, a Craftsman open-ended wrench, forged in the USA, SK tools. So what I'll do is I'll take these all out and I'll organize them. That way it'll be a lot easier for you guys to see. Now that they're organized, these are all the wrenches that were in the toolbox. I wanted to take a look at the 19mm snap-on wrench, and I do believe this is a short handle. We'll do a size comparison. I do own snap-on wrenches, and this one is a stubby. This is a standard handle and a long handle. And these are all 19mm. Here's another angle on the wrenches, and you could tell how old this logo is. And when you flip it, there's actually a date stamp on it, and on this one there's just a patent number. What I'm going to do now is pick out some wrenches that are kind of unique to me, and we'll start with this Hazette. It's a 13mm and an 8mm, and on the other side it says V10. I'm not really too sure what that means. I don't own any Hazette tools, so it's kind of special to me. Here's a look at the tiny wrenches. I have a quarter here for reference. If you take a closer look at the Craftsman logo, it says V on it, so I'm guessing that means V series. These are snap-on versions I originally owned. And if we look at the quarter inch in comparison, the Craftsman is a bit longer. With these two sets, I may have doubles, but at least I won't be skipping sizes. These are wrenches from manufacturers I've never heard of before. This one says Professional Brazil, and it's an 8mm. This one's a 7/16, and it says Hollywood on it. From Japan. 12mm with no logo. And this one's from Taiwan. 1/2 inch, no logo. Also from Taiwan. 11/16. And it says made in China. And on the other side it just says drop forged steel. Here are all the flare nut wrenches. A snap-on. These are all Mac tools. A Craftsman. And on the back it says Professional. Another snap-on. And a random offset box end wrench. And these are the rest of the wrenches. I guess we could take a look at the sockets next. These are the metric sockets, 6 through 19. They're all Mac tools. Some of them seen some heavy use, but it's not too bad for tools that were used professionally. These are the Imperial sockets, 7/8 to 7/16, and they're all Mac tools. I also found another 7/8. This one looks like it was modified to become a flare nut socket. So what I plan to do is grind these rough edges and weld this hole closed. But I think it's pretty cool. Here's some more sockets and bits I found in the bottom of the toolbox. These sockets have no name. I believe these are Proto. This is a Phillips number 2. It says Proto. This socket has no name. These are 2 Craftsman, a Mac, a Great Neck, another Mac, 2 Snap-ons, and a Craftsman. Found another hex bit. This is from Mac Tools. This is a 3/8, and some universal swivel sockets from Snap-on. 3/8 6-point universal impact sockets, and these are from Mac Tools. 2 double jointed sockets for spark plugs, and some deep universal sockets. These are all Mac, and this one's a Craftsman. These are from Matco tools. We have a universal swivel adapter and a 12mm universal socket. I have the newer versions. These are the pinless designs, so I'll leave these here for reference. Here's a Snap-on socket adapter. It's a 1/2 inch to 3/8, which is great because I own these. And this one's like the odd one out. I also found another Torx bit, and this is a T20. These are all the extensions. I have a True Craft, a Snap-on, a Husky, which was made in the USA, a Craftsman, and a 12 and 13mm universal socket extension. These are all the screwdrivers that were in there. There's some Snap-on, some Stanley. This one's interesting. This one has a wood handle. There's a distributor tool. There's actually 2 of them. And a nut driver that's actually flexible. So that's cool. These are all the pliers that were in there. They're all Craftsman. I'm not too sure which one this one is, but if I clean it up, I'm sure the name will appear. I also found this hammer, which was modified. The handle is in bad shape and it's falling apart, but I'm going to fix it up and you'll probably see it in the next video. A magnet pickup tool, a chisel, a couple of retractable mirrors, some scrapers, a trim pad remover, some picks, some nut drivers, some more picks from Mac Tools, some files, a feeler gauge, some Allen wrenches, a screw pitch gauge, a puller, and one of these old T-handles. Here's a brass punch. Look how it mushroomed. Looks like a palm tree. Some Snap-on and Mac punches, a spark plug gapper tool from Blue Point, vice grips, tools for drum brakes, a pry bar / tire iron, and some chisels. Found another tiny wrench with an Allen. Here's an air blowgun. This is an Amflow made in Anaheim, California. I'm not really too sure what these tools are for. I figured this one is a socket spinner, but the rest I'm not too sure of. If you guys have any idea, let me know. And this is everything else that was in there. I plan to clean the box along with the rest of the tools. So thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one.